Приветствую всех на своем канале, с вами как всегда Токидейс. Мы продолжаем проходить с вами Star Ocean. Погнали. О, тихо. В принципе, я пока не разобрался для чего-то, поэтому я не особо напрягаюсь в сборе. А по деньгам что у нас? Так, подождите. Сейчас он все нам расскажет. И что у нас по деньгам? 4000. Я не думаю, что это, конечно, очень много. Но все же что-то да есть. Так что давайте оденем ему хотя бы какую-то броню. Ну, с деньгами вообще все туго. Я пока даже не фармил здесь. Как-то не срослось у меня с этим на самом деле. Давайте так вот сделаем, да? И кому мы сможем хотя бы еще одеть? Ну, хотя давайте как-то так. Не, надо будет пофармить обязательно. А то я просто бегу по сюжетной линии, зная, как это может сыграть какую злую шутку. В итоге я день потом опизделюсь, и все. И стряну. Так, раз у нас этот персонаж пока что в авке, да? Можно у него и свистнуть. Так, подождите. У кого я снял? На тебя сняли? Ну, давай хотя бы. Не, подожди. Сейчас мы чуть-чуть по-другому сделаем. Вот. С тебя снимем. А кому-то оденем. О. Так. Одной не хватило. Ну, есть какие-то возможности здесь в продаже хлама? Наверняка что-нибудь такое здесь должно быть. Для крафта. Алхимия. Так, а это что у нас? Что-то еще можно будет здесь мутить. А это за один или... это купить? Не, подождите, не то. Мне надо посмотреть, что я могу продать. Наверняка есть то, что нам здесь не нужно. Как минимум, тут ничего не написано. То есть, я думаю, вот это, наверное, как хлам, да? Фу, ладно, будем надеяться, что да. Ну, и это нельзя продавать. Как бы... На самом деле, все печально. А ценники еще такие низкие-то. Даже как-то обидно за ценники. Ладно. Ой, стойте. Квестик. Давайте возьмем, пускай будет. Тут лимит есть на количество квестов? А я, кстати, не посмотрел, куда нам вообще, в принципе, надо. А почему? Почему я не могу? То есть мне хоть как надо выйти, да? Так их не устраивает. Ладно. Выйти так выйти. Теперь куда они хотят? Мне прям тут завернуть. Понятненько. Ну, добро, ладно. Зимняя локация. Зимняя локация. Я обязательно потом найду время прокачаться. Потому что так я все-таки опиздюлюсь. Я его в команду не взял. Мне просто нравится она, что бафает. Хотя я, может быть, потом замесил этого парня. Неплохо. Ну, 400, если дают денег. 400 фолл. Ну, в принципе, вообще реально, да. Да он тут его много вообще. Ладно. Еще бы разобраться, для чего это нужно. Не, ну по-любому потом скажу, конечно, но мне бы хотел сейчас.
Elena! Son of a... Elena!
Need some assistance? Albert, take the other side. We three ought to suffice.
Ray.
Status.
Right leg and left arm have sustained heavy damage. Neural circuitry offline in both right hand and left leg. Symbol drive is non-functional at the moment. Current power is being supplied from reserve energy source. In maintenance mode, I have, at most, 56 hours remaining. Advanced processing functions are also limited, preventing movement.
Right. How can I help?
Due to depleted energy levels, I will be unable to perform repairs myself. Furthermore, I can no longer salvage the parts I need from this damaged craft.
Crap. So what are we supposed to do?
Take me offline and destroy me. It is imperative that we prevent our technology from falling into the hands of anyone here.
Are you crazy? What kind of captain would I be if I told my crew to start offing themselves? There's another way out of this. I know it.
Of course. The equipment this life form requires to reconstruct itself can most likely be recovered from your downed escape pod.
Well, you certainly pick very convenient times to start talking.
I speak only when necessary. Such is my programming.
And thank you for deciding to pipe up now, because you're absolutely right. My escape pods barely sustained any damage. Think that'd work for you, Elena?
I don't see why not. So long as you can collect enough of what I need. I should be able to restore my motor control systems to previous output levels. Here, this should be everything.
Thanks. You go into maintenance mode. Save your energy best you can. Just keep a comm channel open for me, got it?
Understood.
Ray, I take this to mean we are returning to the site of your ship?
You mind? It's kinda out of the way.
It may be, but we do not mind. We agreed to assist you in the search for your crew, and we intend to honor that agreement.
Wait.
So it's true then, that you have another one just like it.
Now my pod is hidden in the Larkus Weald. It's a little bit of a trek, but one worth taking.
Pod is what it's called then. Are they different from meteorites?
Threat detected ahead. Initiate emergency protocol. Threat neutralized. Destroy. Threat eliminated.
Prep for engagement.
Understood.
Sweet.
Ray, hold a moment. By the looks of it, someone has stolen the march on us.
Friends of yours?
Not sure. I don't think so. Who's there?
Well, that certainly answers my question. Move it or lose it, jerks! We don't have time for this!
Assault. Destroy.
Sorry, loser.
Destroy. Threat neutralized. Destroy. Threat neutralized.
Retreat! Something fishy's going on. How were they able to control the pod like that? Come to think of it, how'd they even figure out it was here in the first place?
Rather than contemplate unanswerable questions, I would advise that you focus instead on the expedient retrieval of the components the android requires.
Hey, Elena. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We found the pod. Just tell us what you need and we'll get to cutting.
Understood. First, remove the pilot seat. Behind it, you should find a panel. Open it.
We get to dismantle it. Excellent.
What? Someone's excited.
I have never seen this level of craftsmanship. What tools could produce anything with such impressive detail?
Uncle Midas, work now, ask later.
Next, I will need you to obtain the parts necessary to replace my Symbo drive unit. This will require the removal of the pod's generator. When it's removed, you will be unable to make any more long-range subspace communications.
Roger that. Let me call my brother real quick then. See if I can't get him to hurry it up a little. Computer, get me Antonio Lawrence.
Unable to establish connection.
What? Fine, then try my dad. Get me Raul Lawrence.
Unable to establish connection. Long-range subspace communication. May be unable to reach the Vergold system at this time.
What the hell?
Ray, listen. So long as you're stranded here, you can't afford to lose your lines of communication. My recovery will have to wait.
Sorry, but my captain's intuition is telling me otherwise. We're getting you patched up, whether you like it or not.
But...
My brother's already on his way, plus Chloe's still out there. And how am I supposed to save her without you, huh? You gotta trust me on this one, okay? Everything will be fine.
Understood. Using the parts you salvaged, you'll need to begin by repairing my circuitry, followed by both my arm and hand. At which point I should be recovered enough to repair the remainder of my body myself. Estimated time until completion, 72 hours.
Okay?
That's about the time I expected it would take. Leticia, I know this kind of derails things, but you cool to wait around?
Of course. But Albert and I shall make the most of it. There is little doubt that many in the region witnessed the descent of Elena's craft. We will find out what they make of it. And we may discover the identity of those we caught snooping about your ship.
I don't know.
It is not without its dangers, I grant you. But if there are more of those men out there, it may affect Elena's chances at recovery.
That's true, but it's a lot to ask.
Where friends are concerned, it is a trifle.
Count me in too. You guys will need a healer on hand in case Albert's arm starts acting up again, right?
Your company would be a boon indeed. If my suspicions are correct and those men are with the Empire, then we will need all the help we can get.
We will return to the shrine 3 days hence. Elena should be on her feet by then.
Okay.
Let's make our way back to the Galka Shrine. We have everything we need, correct?
Yep. I double and triple checked the list, just to make sure.
Off we go then.
We need to hurry back to Elena. Time isn't on our side here. Hey, you awake? Midas and I are here and ready to help. Just tell us where to start.
I doubt I'll be much help, but I am at your service.
Thank you. I suggest we begin by restoring the Symbo drive. With that online, I'll be able to maintain power without relying on my limited battery supply. A portion of the main circuit has been damaged. Could you see that it's replaced with the parts salvaged from your escape pod?
On it.
For your safety, I'll be shutting down. Bring me back online once you've finished.
What? Did she just die?
Think of it more like a deep sleep. Alright, let's get to work. Hey, a little help with that?
Oh, right.
Hopefully that did the trick. Let's bring her back.
Good to see you again, Ray. Midas. The repairs you made were a success. Re-establishing Symbo drive circuitry, diverting power. Next, I must ask you to restore the use of my arms. But that should be the last step for you both. Once you're finished, I'll be able to repair myself without too much trouble. We're almost out of the woods now.
Well now, you heard the lady. Come on, lad. Let's get to it.
Just give me a sec. Today's been a lot.
This is delicate work, Ray. Try to stay focused. Let's save what remains for tomorrow. You've been working without rest for a while now, and I'm worried that it's beginning to affect your efficiency.
I thought we were in a hurry.
Even the most skilled engineers need a solid rest every now and then.
A point well made. My stomach concurs as well.
I'm not sure what we would have done without your help.
Spare me. We both know I'm only getting in the way. Though I did learn that you people truly aren't of this world.
Since we're laying our cards on the table, what happened between you and the Crown?
Their purblind highborns decided our work did not merit continuing. The royals, fools that they are, took their side.
And now you've got it out for Leticia?
It's not the girl I dislike, but what she represents. To aid her is to aid the kingdom. So keep your nose out of it.
Yikes. Sorry, just asking.
Warning. Hostile entity detected.
What are you doing with that thing?
Got a problem with my friend, huh?
Any friend of it is an enemy of mine. And I won't let either of you consume another world.
And I suggest you leave well. Now move.
Not until I ground you to dust.
Insufficient output. Destroyed.
Son of a... No! Not yet! You're finished! This power. You think your tricks will return me?
Warning. Energy levels low.
This is a curious phenomenon. Useless.
Throwing the towel is so damn scared.
Not even one of you will slip away. Not let you ravage this world too.
What the hell are you even talking about, man?
You're finished!
I'm flying!
You're finished!
Neutralized.
My limit. You're far more powerful than I had assumed. I was ill-prepared. You may have won today's bout, but know this. So long as you dare to remain here, you will have to contend with me.
Get back here!
Let him go. It's too dangerous. Elena's repairs also have yet to be finished.
What's going on? Who was that?
Another time, lad. Now we must finish the girl's repairs, and fast.
Ray, we have returned with ill tidings.
Huh? Are you okay? You look terrible.
Blame the weirdo who tried to bust in and destroy Elena before her repairs were done. What? It was some giant purple-skinned asshole. Who the hell are the people on this rock with horns growing out of their heads?
You guys ran into one too.
I would hardly call our foe a giant, but he most certainly had the skin and horn you describe.
I think our days of taking it slow and steady are behind us.
Perhaps, but for now you should sleep. You may not have another chance for a while. And you look ready to keel over. We shall stand watch for you. We are more than capable. Please, rest while you can.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, actually. Alright. You guys mind waking Midas up before I...
Good night, Ray.
Ray? Ray? It's time to get up. You're awake, finally.
Morning to you too. How you feeling?
Self-repairs are ongoing, but I'm at least able to operate at 70% capacity. I can move just fine now.
Ah, I slept through your first steps. Some captain I am.
Midas was there for me, in your stead.
Oh yeah? Thanks, man.
Nonsense. Any doctor or inventor would do the same.
Now that I've recovered, I can assist you. So, Captain, status report.
Chloe's down here. Likely on the other side of the kingdom. We're gonna find her. Leticia and the others have promised to help us out, thankfully. Thing is, I kinda had to promise them something in return. That I'd help cajole Midas into returning with them to the capital.
Your efforts on that front will be in vain.
Midas. Should my system see a marked drop in performance, for some reason or another, it would be helpful to have someone familiar with my schematics besides Ray nearby. That way, any problems that arise could be quickly dealt with.
And if I say no?
Then we would bid you farewell, and that would be that. Were I to require help on my journey, I would seek out a local semiomancer or engineer.
Enough, I'm coming. I've Albert's arm to consider after all.
You will?
But I'm only accompanying you lot for purely semiomantic reasons. I reserve the right to leave whensoever I wish.
Appreciate it.
Now, as for Chloe, any idea on how to begin our search?
We have heard from reliable sources that Rythel's ports are meant to reopen in due course. And the quickest way to the easterly lands is by ship through the channel.
Sounds like a plan. Come on, we got a boat with our name on it.
Да, сильно я отстаю, конечно, по уровню. Какой должен быть уровень, как у меня сейчас. Немножечко печально. Не хочу я его, мне вообще не понравился. Беспонтовый какой-то чел, честно скажу. Ну, прям вообще. Так, ты, кстати, нужна. А вот ты нужна. Вот только вместо кого? Наверное, вместо тебя. Нам бафер нужен в пати. Угу. Ух ты ж, нехило у нее атака. А у тебя сколько атака? 109. Ну, ну 197 у нее инты. Уж извини. Оу, подождите-ка. Так, сейчас. Где что находится? Угу. Угу. Надо решить, что здесь лучше. Так. 50% атаки, когда... Вот. Угу. Так. Это при том, что я еще здесь не прокачал, она уже такая сильная. А дальше, конечно, интереснее будет. Автохилинг. Да. Давайте сделаем вот это. А здесь что у нас? Magic нет. Это интересно. Раз такая пляска идет, давайте вот этот угол и добьем. Так. Вот это вообще что такое, интересно? Вообще мне надо вот это, скорее всего. Так, вот так пока сделаем. О, сколько у тебя тут всего. Интересно. «263 атаки сделали. На данный момент это самый сильный мой персонаж. Прям просто мега сильный персонаж. Погнали. Мне даже интересно проверить, как это все будет. По красоте. Красота, красота.
By the way, didn't you guys get attacked by some weirdo the last time you passed through here? We did. I can't help but wonder. Does he have something to do with the people?
А, я и пассивку ж не делал, точно. О, пассивка здесь.
No, not 100%. They could very well be natives of some part of Nilbeth.
Nilbeth?
The continent that lies to the south of Asarius. Various and sundry races inhabit that realm, so it is not out of the question that one of them remains
Туда я
undiscovered.
хоть иду.
Now that you mention it, since Elena's pod flew over Nilbeth on the way in, maybe someone there saw it and decided to follow her to this continent.
To that point, Nilbeth possesses technology in semiomancy that neither Osarius nor the Vale Empire do. Perhaps a few overweening semiomancers wish to leverage their position.
Let's hope it's nothing more.
Оп, так. Давайте... Так. С этим мы что-то... Думал, скиллы... 206. Так вот, ну, что это мы собираем. Сканирование 25%, а это у нас... Ага, я понял. Так это еще вот. Я понял. И это все прокачивать можно. То, что я сейчас бегаю, собираю. Слушайте, неплохо так. Прикольно. А я как-то даже и не заподозрил это. Давайте. Это надо будет все активировать, это потом по десяточке, да? Ага. Я понял. Одевается это... Ага, только один одевается сюда. И что-то из того, что я хочу. Допустим, так. Так. И... наверное, вот это. Ну все, мы хотя бы выяснили, стоит ли вообще бегать, заморачиваться, искать. Я пассив так не делал, точно. Так, пассивочки. Давай. Так, что тут у нас? Ганнер. Ага. А я хочу здесь не гладиатор, а ассасина. Там пока посмотрим. Пока посмотрим, как все это будет показывать. Так, ну и естественно, надо одеть тебе. Кто там сейчас у меня не в команде? А мы сейчас так и сделаем. Вот. Зачем тебе вот это? Если ты в данный момент не в команде, да? Да. Так. Нет. Давай-ка тебе все-таки. Ага. Чисто по красоте все сделаем. Вот так пока что. Что по деньгам? Денег пока что мало. Прям очень мало. Ага, нам сюда, да? Хорошо.
You know what they say. When ships come to dock, birds arrive by the flock. This must mean the ferries are up and running again. Like, just look at all those birds.
I doubt a mere fleet of ships brought this many birds here.
Oh, filthy pests!
Maester, are you alright?
I'm fine. But nothing good would come from fraternizing with you royals.
I think it's the other way around. It's karma for you being such a sourpuss.
What was that?
Ew, gross! Get away from me! What's up, Elena? Is something wrong?
No.
Ugh, the stench.
Am I crazy, or has the number of people on the streets taken a huge dive?
It certainly has. There seem to be even fewer people than when we were last here. Why?
Sorry to spring this on you all, but can we hit up Dr. Vanel's for a second? I've got a really bad feeling about this.
My bed's starting to get a little ragged. I need some feathers to top up the comforter. Axe beak feathers would work great. Could you... Axe beaks... Axe...
You've got talent. Now you can... I'm looking for... The main thing...
Опаньки. Опаньки. Сундучок спрятался там у нас. Хитрый какой. Так, подожди. Так, подождите. А что-то у тебя надо купить было по квесту, да? Или что? Так, подождите. У меня есть квесты. Да. Что такое? Это еще что такое? Чего? Что я сделал? Я не понимаю. Что я... Кто-нибудь объяснит мне, что это вообще такое? Я не знаю. Чё-то намудрил я. Ладно. Это сайд-квесты? Это то, что я выполнил. Ага, это у нас сейчас уже вторая глава идет. Так, подождите-ка. Сайт-квесты еще помимо этого. Так. Ну, как ты можешь посмотреть свои квесты? Па-па-пам. Вот это попадос. Та-та-та. О! Квест.
take this over running deliveries any day.
Угу. Так.
Hey, I appreciate your business. Saved your... Thanks.
Ну, я не знаю. Надо будет смотреть.
Dr. Vanel, what's going on with the village?
There you are, Nina. I'd love to know the same. It's been this way since the first ferry arrived from the east.
Everyone, do not be alarmed, but I believe we should vacate the area as soon as possible.
Why?
This village might be experiencing an outbreak. If any of you, especially Ray, got infected, it could be fatal.
Wait! But can't we...
Doctor, isn't there something you can do about this? Some medicine or semiomancy you can use?
We have symbols to reduce fever and cough, but those merely treat the symptoms. They are not a cure for the malady.
Let me get this straight. Ships brought this disease with them, right? Meaning it originated somewhere in the east. Thus, worst case scenario, the whole eastern half of the kingdom could become infected too. Therefore, if we just leave this disease to spread...
It would still pose an immense risk to you and Chloe at the very least. Understood. Just to be safe, however, everyone besides Nina should move as far away from this infirmary as possible. I also strongly encourage the use of face masks. Cloth will suffice if none are available.
Gotcha. Dr. Vanel, Elena will provide help. Just fill her in on the details.
Pardon me, are you a doctor?
No, but I have the skills and knowledge comparable to one. Also, it's impossible for me to become infected. I can safely examine the most ill of patients. This is Ground Zero, Ray. Take the others far away from here.
Let's just hole up here for the day. I don't want to incur Elena's wrath.
I'm curious as to what form that would take. I'm sure it would make for quite the spectacle.
You're a braver man than I.
At any rate, I must go. Some of us have to wash feculence from their raiment.
All right, then. In the meantime, we should sit tight until we hear word from Nina and Elena.
Can such flimsy cloth truly prevent us from contracting the illness?
Not really, but it's still better than nothing. Plus, you're not just wearing one for your own health. If you ever get sick, it'll keep you from infecting other people, to some extent.
I don't understand. How does the act of covering one's mouth and nose prevent the spread of disease?
Oh, right. You're not really up on bacteria and viruses, are you? Would really like to ask Midas just how much people here know about that kind of thing, but where is he? Still getting his beauty sleep? Hey, Midas, the hell you still in bed for? Time to get up and face the day.
Ray, please. Not a step further.
Huh?
Contact Elena this instant. He could be in danger.
Okay. You got it. Elena, you busy right now? Looks like there's something wrong with Midas.
His temperature is more than high enough to constitute a fever.
Will he be all right?
Still too early to say. We must rush to collect some samples, however. Those birds' feces.
Why do we need that?
Simple. because it serves as a breeding ground for a specific type of bacteria. That bacteria causes Helgar's disease, or colloquially, the rot.
The scourge ravaging this village is Helgar's disease? And Maester Felgreed?
Leticia, remain calm. It may be a fatal disease for the people of this planet, but it can be eliminated.
Is that really possible?
Yes. I read through all the research in Nina's possession. Using that, we should be able to create an antibiotic. We cannot, however, fashion it out of thin air. I'll need multiple samples of the microbe. As it resides in birds' fecal matter, that's what we'll collect.
Aren't you overlooking something? Rifle is a veritable aviary at this point. With this many birds here, isn't it already too late to save the town?
At first glance, but there aren't many people infected. Why is unclear, but the samples will help elucidate that. Don't worry, I will do the actual collection.
So where do we find these samples? The port?
No, in the many roosts that have sprung up all over town. By observing their flight patterns, I discovered something. Each bird belongs to a distinct social group. If we investigate the nests of these groups, it should yield invaluable information.
We've not a moment to lose.
Anyone home?
I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost. I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost.
Hey, Leticia, Albert. Is it just me, or have we seen that somewhere before? No, we have. It's identical to what we saw in the mines.
They possess morphological abnormalities. You said you've seen this species before?
Yes, in the Delric mines. Right now, Midas's health is our top priority. The villagers can deal with this avian infestation themselves after we found a cure.
Indeed.
is huge! I think we did it!
Yes, I believe we did, Nina. I must give you credit. Selecting the perfect herb from all of our options was no easy task.
Well, after all, it is my specialty.
You have a keen eye. I forgot I even had it stocked. What exactly is that circle?
Do you see the white part of this plate? It's filled with bacteria, organisms that are so small they cannot be seen with the naked eye. It's these invisible organisms that have made your villagers fall ill. As for this circle, it's called a zone of inhibition. It forms around the site where you place your prospective antidote. The larger it is, the more effective your drug is at killing the bacteria. Meaning...
If we give this drug to people, they won't be afflicted by the disease anymore?
Not entirely correct. An antibiotic merely eliminates the cause of the disease. Whether or not the patient is able to recover depends on other factors.
Regardless, it will still rid the world of Helgars, right? That's quite the medicine. What's more, you don't even need iatromancy to create it.
Elena?
Ray, a moment, if you will.
What did you want to talk about?
Though we only used currently available methods to create it, simply by creating this antibiotic, we'll be exerting our influence over the planet's scientific progress, accelerating it considerably. Are you sure you want to do that?
We've already come this far. Why are you talking like a Fed now?
Because if these people don't know how to properly use the antibiotic, it could give birth to a more resilient strain. The civilizations on this planet have yet to industrialize. They're incapable of manufacturing other drugs to combat variants. They have no means of dealing with allergic reactions to the drug. To be blunt, these people's understanding of bacteriology is almost non-existent. Handing them a medication that could theoretically create more problems than it solves is risky at best and catastrophic at worst.
So we should let him die?
Ultimately, that is for you to decide.
Then I choose what'll save the most people right now. Sure, it's possible I could be choosing wrong, but that's for the gods and history books to decide. All us mortals can do is think. Think how we can safely help these people. Think how to avoid your doomsday scenario.
Understood.
Morning, Uncle Midas. You feeling any better?
Well enough, but I'm much too old to go through all that again.
You should count your lucky stars since your quick recovery is pretty miraculous.
I heard. It seems I was struck with the rot. I owe you two.
It's all thanks to Nina. Her many years of diligent research are what paved the way for this discovery. Without her research, it would have been almost impossible to find the plant that contained the appropriate compound.
Filberto would be pleased to hear that.
Thanks.
Well, now that Midas is back to form, I say we're eastward bound.
About that. I hate to put a damper on things, but after the disaster with the first one, they've stopped running the ferries again.
Please tell me you're joking. At this rate, we're never going to be able to search for Chloe.
If you've the stamina, I know a way to Kato, and maybe her. The trail leads from where we repaired Elena, and over the peak of Galca-Lemphis.
A trail? There?
It fell out of use over a century ago, so I'd be more surprised if you did know of it. Once we're over, we'll make for Mount Cotarinth. The herbs for your medicine can be found there. And I imagine the Kato seaport will need said cure if we hope to see their ferry services return in a timely manner, yes?
Then you will assist us. Thank you, Maester Felgreed.
Stop. I'm only accompanying you because of Albert and Elena. And I suppose for the sake of Ada itself, it's not uncommon for the residents to visit flatland settlements. We should have the cure on hand in case one succumbs to the rot.
Excuses, excuses.
Silence, whelp. Now, Unless anyone wants to experience what I did, I say we get moving.
The start of a beautiful friendship.
He's just not good at expressing himself, but he'll come around. I'm sure you and Albert can both sympathize with his plight.
Huh? The hell's that mean?
I think I might have an idea.
Так, ну что-то он еще от меня хочет, походу.
Thank you kindly. We've got some new items in stock. Why not have a look?
Да. О. Так, а что у меня там? Да, деньги есть. Странно.
Hey, I appreciate your business. Thanks.
The main...
Is there a path here that leads to the hallowed mount?
There is. We head for the shrine.
Stay where you are. Neutralize that. Acceleration.
Not with my promise left unfulfilled.
We can exit from behind Elena's pod.
Well, sure is imposing enough to be hallowed.
Hence the shrine erected at its base. Compared to this, your climb to Ada was a morning constitutional.
Noted. But if Osarians could scale this mountain a century ago, I see no reason why we can't.
Might I remind you, Midas, you're still convalescing, and I heard Albert also fell ill at one point. Please exercise caution.
Pardon me, but might it behoove us to pray for our safe passage?
Not if you're in as much of a hurry as you say.
If it's not too much trouble, I'd like to pray as well.
Why?
My pod crash landed in this shrine's sanctuary, leaving it in utter ruin. If a tutelar does preside over this mountain, I should apologize to it for my transgression. Isn't that right, Ray?
As you wish.
Losing one's pleasure is like sudden death. Please, tread carefully so as not to slip and fall.
Refuge neutralized.
Destroyed. Live to fight another day.
Неплохо. Так, а что у нас по СП? 276, подожди. А почему она у нас как главная? Непорядок. И я хочу вот так вот. Вот. Кстати, они качаются, когда они в пати, да, качаются. Качаются вроде бы. Но это не точно. Так, хорошо. Долго еще эти качели будут, когда мне тут персонажи перекидывают. Что это за пассивка? Ага. 45% быстрее используется предмет. Но это не особо, конечно, роляет мне это. Так, а тут что у нас? Давайте, пускай тоже будет что-то хоть новенькое. Это мне не интересно. Так, подожди. Что я хотел? Да, вот что хотел. Интересно просто попробовать, как это будет выглядеть. Ладно. Так, это у нас кто? Это у нас... Ага. Так, все, я понял. Минус 50% дефа, минус 50% гац. Но опыт у нас идет на 135% больше. Но это чисто для кача, да? Очень прикольная тема будет. Я так понимаю. Я, честно, даже не знаю. Ну и в плане кача это прикольно. Вот в плане кача. Вот это я еще не знаю. Ну, можно будет покачать. Чисто побегать по локациям, покачаться, если когда я захочу. Почему бы и нет? Почему бы и нет? Угу. Так, ну пока хотя бы как-то так. О. У тебя тут почти ничего. Тут уже все определено. О, здравствуйте. Серьезно? 2300 опыта. Найс. Но это было красиво на самом деле. Ну прям так хорошенько. Прям хорошенько тогда. Так. Ой, это еще такие. А кто-то их может убить? Ребятушки, мне его не убить. Раз, о, хорошо. Я думаю, я улетел куда-то. Но мне не понравились, не противные такие были. Так. Ну понятно, нам туда. А здесь что у нас?
The automaton sleeps.
She does, but why do you ask?
I doubt you understand. This is clearly beyond your ken.
After all I have seen, little would vex me about Ray or Elena.
But you saw what should be her muscles and bones. Those were no human innards.
I assumed it was similar to how we encountered the man with the horned pate. A new race, one with a drastically different anatomy.
I see. In actuality, what is Elena?
She's what we call an android. A highly advanced mechanical doll modeled after a human.
Pardon me, I find that hard to fathom.
Leticia, the operative phrase here is highly advanced. Remember my Lago mower in Ada?
I do.
Would that think to pray to a god?
Well, no.
Neither would Elena, and yet she was able to sense the anxiety in your facial expression. Make a moral appeal to Raymond and coax us in what she calculated would be the right direction. That is a feat even some of us humans cannot perform. Raymond, I must ask. Though she may be a doll, there must be something special about her, no?
If you want to know if she's special to me, then yes. But if you mean in general, no. Where I'm from, you bump into androids everywhere.
Preposterous, but also enticing. All right, I've made up my mind. I do not believe we have discussed my payment for repairing Elena. As compensation, you will take me back to your homeland with you.
Just so you know, that's not really for me to decide, but I'll put in a good word for you.
I am not asking.
Yeah, I heard you. Don't worry, I'll do all I can.
What wonders abound there?
Leticia?
Huh? Please, pay me no mind.
Then the matter is settled. Now, may we endeavor to complete these fools' errands? And may a certain royal retainer come to terms with his fate?
I am certain he shall.
Периодически все равно фризы, я смотрю, проявляются, FPS падает. Все-таки бывает и такое здесь. Так, ну что тогда, дорогие зрители, пожалуй, на этом мы прервемся. продолжим уже в следующий раз. С вами был, как всегда, Days. Подписывайтесь на мой канал, ставьте палец вверх, чтобы быть в курсе новых видеороликов. Нажимайте на колокольчик. Пока.